That's right, it's me, the guy that probably lives in the park. Or under a fucking train station, apparently. Yeah, that's where we're here. Guys, my name is Stuart. I am from Scotland. Yeah, but look, I'm not from normal Scotland. I'm from a small, remote Scottish island. How remote, I hear you ask? I will tell you. We all know the country of Iceland, right? There's this thing, if you're from Iceland and you want to date someone from Iceland, there's an app you can download and it will tell you if you're related to that person so you don't fuck them, right? And have weird fucking fish kids, you know? Yeah. Iceland has a population of about 300,000. My island has a population of about 12,000. We don't need a fucking app for that. Just fuck your cousin and get on with it, right? Yeah, lots of cousins in the room. Love to see it. Fuck. Look, I gotta tell you this thing. So, look, I've been traveling as well with the guys. I was in Estonia and Tallinn. Now, I went to my first ever sauna. First ever one, right? 40 years old. My Estonian friend, he said, Stuart, we're going to go to the sauna. Now, I know where you're from, but the culture here in Estonia is we go to the sauna naked. Now, I'm from Scotland. We don't get naked in front of fucking anyone, right? But I respect the culture, so I said, you know what? No problem. And I went to the sauna naked with this man. Where I have the problem is when he said there was also the culture that I had to suck his dick. Now, that was... But I respect the culture, so I sucked his dick, you know? This is going to be fun. Jesus Christ. So, look, I'll tell you this. So my name is Stuart, unless you happen to be the Spanish government, that is, because I actually live in Barcelona. Now, when I first had to move to Barcelona, I had to fill out an online form to send to the Spanish government. And I typed my own name into this form. I typed S-T-U-A-R-T, and I hit submit, send in the form that I, Stuart, me, had typed my own name into, sent it to the Spanish government. When they've received this form, what has happened is they have looked at it and gone, ho, 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 I don't think so. No, obviously this man has made a mistake typing his own name into this form. Obviously what he meant to type was snart. Snart Kennedy, that's my official name, and fucking, we all know a snart, don't we? That famous fucking, we all can't move the snorts in Barcelona, they're everywhere. I'll tell you this, look, it was a lot of fun, right? You know in Spanish they've got those upside down question marks at the start of sentences, right? See when the postman had to deliver the first letter addressed to snart, you can hear him say that upside down fucking question mark, right? Because he rings the buzzer for the flat, I go, hello, and then he goes, snart? That's me, yeah. Now, I did actually look up snart online. It turns out snart is actually an ancient Scottish Gaelic name. And what snart means in ancient Scottish Gaelic is when you sneeze and you do a wee fart. We don't have time for this. So look, they got that wrong about me. I've got a friend that got something very fucking wrong about me as well. I went for a beer with my friend Norman a while back, and he said to me, Stuart, if your beard is getting very long, if it gets any longer, you're going to end up looking just like Gandhi. And I said, I don't think Gandhi had a fucking beard. And he said, yes, he did. I said, Gandhi had no beard at all. And he said, yeah, Gandhi had a massive fucking beard. I said, are you talking about Gandalf? He was. It turns out, for my friend's entire life, he is confused the man that deployed non-violent resistance to free India from colonial oppression with a wizard. Of course, any real Lord of the Rings fans will know that Gandalf's full name was Mahatma Gandalf. That's why he had a hat. Don't think too much about that one. So I'm from this small, remote Scottish island, right? It's very religious where I'm from. I was made to be religious as a kid, but I never understood it, right? It never made any sense. Because where I'm from, they believe the Bible is literally true. All of it happened, there's no metaphor. All of it actually happened. Now that was a big problem for me as a kid, because as a young kid, I fucking loved dinosaurs, right? Who loves dinosaurs? Dinosaurs are fucking awesome, but if the Bible's literally true, where's all the dinosaurs? Let's find out. So, when I was about 6 or 7 years old, I asked my Sunday school teacher this. I said, Miss, why are there no dinosaurs in the Bible? And she said, there are no dinosaurs in the Bible because dinosaurs didn't exist. Exactly my reaction. Thought she's got the fucking atheists here, man. But then I said, but no. I said, Miss, wait, if dinosaurs didn't exist, why are there dinosaur bones everywhere? Ha-ha, gotcha. And she said, the reason that there are dinosaur bones everywhere is because the devil put them there to tempt you. Now, I have been tempted by a lot of things. Fucking drugs. Drugs, actually, yeah. Fucking love drugs, yeah! But dinosaur bones, is that the devil's plan for me? Is that how he's going to get me? The genius mastermind? Is the devil really like, well, if he gets past this massive line of cocaine, wait till he sees this museum exhibit. Oh! He's a crafty bastard, man. You got to watch out for him. So, my favourite part of the Bible, since you've all asked. Good. We're all good Christians here, right? Good, don't answer that. So, my favourite part of the Bible is, in the very beginning, what happens is God, he makes man. He makes Adam, right? And Adam's running around the Garden of Eden all by himself going, fucking, yes, men, right? He's doing men shit, right? There's no woman to harass yet, so he's got a podcast, fucking, men shit, right? Podcast, right? But, so what happens is, a little time passes, and God, he looks down, he sees Adam, sees that he's a bit sad, he's a bit lonely. So what God does is, it's very clever, God, he comes down to Adam, he takes out one of his ribs, so Adam can suck his own dick. That is the second joke about sucking dicks in this set. Will there be a third one? Who knows? So I travel all over Europe doing comedy. I went to Lisbon recently, right? And I booked a hostel online. Now, when I booked this hostel online, I found the cheapest one. It was called the WLFT Hostel. Don't know what that means. Who cares? Booked it. Now, when I got to Lisbon, the name was spelled out in full on the wall. And it was the We Love Fucking Tourists Hostel. Now, I don't think that's what they meant. I don't think they meant that we love fucking tourists hostel. What I think they meant was that we fucking love tourists hostel. Similar in premise, very different in execution. Right? Because here's the thing, if you fucking love tourists, good on you. You should probably open a hostel, right? But if you love fucking tourists, just fucking open a hostel as well, actually. Yeah, that's how you get them, right? Fuck me, this is fun. So I live in Barcelona. Has anyone been to Barcelona? Who has been robbed in Barcelona? You should have been. That's what happens here. Look, it even happens to me. Someone tried to rob me last year. Me. Who the fuck looks at this guy and goes, that homeless guy looks like he's got money, let's fucking... I heard his accent, you might have drugs on him, get him. So look, Barcelona's a bit of a crazy place. It's like the pickpocketing capital of Europe, maybe even the world, and no one really knows how to solve the problem there with pickpocketing. Now, I used to work as a tour guide in Barcelona, and I went on a tour with an American family from Florida, and they gave me their thoughts on how to solve the pickpocketing problem in Barcelona. Would anyone like to guess what an American family from Florida thought the solution to the pickpocketing problem in Barcelona was? Guns, correct, yes. Fucking shoot them all, that's what they said. Genuinely, without a hint of irony, this family said to me, they said, you know what? Y'all wouldn't get pickpocketed so much if y'all had guns. And I thought about that. I was like, technically, they're probably correct. Because yeah, if we all had guns, pickpocketing's gonna go way down. You know what's gonna go way up? Guns! Fucking armed robbery instead, that's fucking better. Right? So, but like Americans try and reason, see what they're thinking. So I was like, even if we gave the guns to us, the good guys, right? You know, good guy with a gun, all that fucking, right? That shit, right? Even if we gave the guns to us, the good guys, the pickpockets in Barcelona are so good, they would pickpocket your gun and fucking rob you with it, right? You get robbed twice in the same robbery, right? But double the statistics immediately, fucked, right? But also, like, they're so good, like, when you get your phone stolen in Barcelona, like, you don't even notice that it's gone until way later. So I was like, what are you gonna do? If you have a gun and you wake up the next day and realize your phone's gone, who the fuck are you gonna shoot the next day, right? If you're an American from Florida, it's probably one of your classmates. Or a CEO, hey! Now, I know how to solve the pickpocketing problem, not just in Barcelona, but in the world. I know how to solve all of these problems. I have developed a self-defense technique that means none of you will ever have to get robbed ever again. And this self-defense technique that I've invented, it combines my love of mixed martial arts with my love of drug abuse. Right? And this self-defense technique, it's called MDMA. And what you do is, if ever you're like confronted with trouble, you're on a night out, like all you do is, someone comes up to you, you pull a big bag of MDMA out your pocket, you rub it in his gums, like this, and then all of a sudden he's telling you about how his father never hugged him as a child. He hasn't called his mother in a while, and then you just go back to his and you wank each other off to Joe Rogan, and then you're safe. So look, I'll tell you a couple more bits here. You've been very lovely, I love you all very much. So look, I'm going to tell you a story about Jesus here. Now, it may not seem like it's about Jesus in the beginning, but by the end, everything should become clear. So, this is about 2 years ago. My friend Jim from England came over to visit us in Barcelona. Jim has never left England in his life. It's his first ever trip abroad. He comes over, we go on a mad night out, drinking, drugs, crazy, right? We get home at like 8 in the morning. We're all really fucking hungover the next day. There's no food in the house, but I also have to leave to go and do something else. So I say to him, Jim, look, there's no food in the house. If you get hungry, download one of the apps, order yourself some food. So I leave him to it, right? And then after a while, Jim starts to get hungry, and he thinks to himself, I'm going to order a burrito. I'm going to order the biggest burrito anyone has ever seen. And he does. He downloads one of the apps, finds a burrito place, puts a burrito in the basket, and he goes fucking extra everything. Beans, rice, cheese, chicken, everything he can extra into this burrito. Hits order, wait. Now, the problem is, that Jim from England does not speak a word of Spanish. Jim does not speak a particular word of Spanish. Jim does not know what the word sin means in Spanish. And if anyone else here doesn't know what it means without. He minused everything he could out of this burrito. Yes, €9, and 45 minutes later, a fucking empty wrap turns up. And they actually wrapped it in tinfoil and heated it up for him as well. Right? You would think the takeaway place would see this order come in and go, well, obviously this is a fucking mistake. But no, these legends saw this order come in and went, obviously this is fucking brilliant. Let's go. Right? I think they closed the place down so they could all deliver it just so they could watch him as he goes, oh. Now, how does this story relate to Jesus, you may ask? As we all know, Jesus may have died for our sins, but on that night, my mate Jimmy fucking paid for his. Yeah. That's the one. Now, guys, you've been fucking lovely. I'm going to leave you here on one piece of advice here before I go. I love you all very, very much. But I always like to leave audiences with this piece of advice. When I was 14, I heard a piece of advice that has stuck with me my entire adult life, and it informs a lot of the decisions that I still make as an adult to this day. It's the reason why I became a stand-up comedian. So, when I was 14, I went on a night out with my best friend, and he said to me, Stuart, here is some advice. It's always better to regret doing something than to regret not doing something. And when he said that, something in my brain clicked, and I thought, I know exactly what this man is trying to say. He's trying to say, look, life is short. We don't know how much time we have on this earth. You don't necessarily want a long life. You want a full life, a life full of experiences. So when you're nearing the end, you can look back on your life and go, look at how I used my time. Look at all the cool shit that I did. And even if some of the stuff you say yes to doesn't work out, at the very least, you might get a funny story to tell out of it. So I turned to my friend and I said, I know exactly what you mean. It is better to regret doing something than to regret not doing something. And that is the story of the first time I sucked my friend's dick. Guys, dick joke number 3, yeah! I love you so much, Stuart Kennedy. Good for all that way!